$1 million was given to the band for digging.
Okay, folks.
And no digging was done, so the money needs to be refunded.
Your message isn't
But bodies is fucking
That's my job.
good. Fuck you, don't deserve it.
Talk about respect, you fucking white man. You're old fucking white man. That's all you are, bro. This is indigenous land, first and foremost.
Alex with True North here. We are at Thompson Rivers University in Kamloops, British Columbia. I've been having some difficulty trying to figure out what I'm supposed to call this thing. I don't know if it's a protest or a speaking engagement or an attempt at civil discourse. There's a whole bunch of different people here, mostly students. It's been pretty mellow for the most part. The three main speakers, if that's what you want to call them, would be Dallas Brodie. She's the leader of the OneBC party. Jim McMurtry, he was a teacher who was fired for voicing his opinions on residential schools and Indigenous issues in British Columbia, as well as Frances Widdowson, a former Mount Royal university professor who also lost her job for voicing her opinions on Indigenous issues. I guess so you could call it a free speech event. It's been mostly that. I'd say that most of the dialogue has been fairly civil. There was some drumming and some foot stomping that was a little obnoxious, but other than that, it's been, I would say, fairly productive and a great event. This is what university campuses should be for civil dialogue, and if you can't have them here, then I don't know if you can have them anywhere. Again, Alex with True North, signing off.
So, as per our policy, we are not. Oh, hello everyone. We are respectfully saying that this violates the TRU policy under the temporary use of space, and as such that you respectfully leave the premises.
That's not right.
What is your position?
You know, she's here. She's good here. She's good here. She's good here.
We're good here. This is the place to do it, really. Like, there's no problem here. Just let's have it.
So, it's the official trespass notice. Okay. We're going to respectfully ask that you do not enter our building. Right? Because two things. We have a disruptive business right here. This is a place of learning. The students are busy doing their thing. I also can't guarantee your personal safety. Therefore, I would like to have you over here.
No, I'm going to stay here. I'm not going into your buildings, but I'm going to stay here and discuss people's this claim. What remains the 215 children, which your chancellor, Dee DeRose, and your cultural advisor, Ted Godfreyson, both said in September 2024 that there are children buried at the Kamloops at the Kamloops Senior Residential School, and that is false information.
Based on what?
Based on not showing us.
Who are you? Associated with Charlie Kirk.
If you say something, back it up.
Who are you to say that it's untrue information?
I would love if everyone, again, we're in the middle of a pathway here, so why don't we just go to this?
And it's not your place to ask somebody to dig up remains.
Yes, it is her place. Well, there is when the $12 million has been paid for it.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
The reserve is not your taxpayer dollars.
No, $12.1 million was given to the band for digging.
Okay,
And
folks.
no digging was done, so the money needs to be refunded.
Your message isn't welcome.
You're not welcome. $12 million donation.
A good place to
I
do.
would prefer you over.
These are the best
Yeah,
people
that's good
here,
for you.
right here, these two.
We're not blocking the space. People can go into the building. They can walk around. They can do whatever they
Please
want.
leave this campus.
So we're taxpayers.
I'm
We're
not causing any
taxpayers.
problems here, and
Yeah.
we're gonna have this conversation.
Well, then we have the right to
This is what a university should do. Let's talk about the evidence. What evidence is there for the remains of 215 children being found at the Kamloops Senior Residential School?
What do you think happens when you shove a bunch of kids in a building and let tuberculosis run
That's
around?
not proof.
Where are you? Come on up and talk. Where's the evidence? What's the evidence?
Let's have it.
What is the evidence?
Well, it's not up to people who are just asking for evidence to have to provide it. You're making the claim. Do you believe that the remains of 215 children have been found?
Yeah.
Okay, so what evidence do you have for that?
I believe children went
Can you
to
just let her talk and stop? Please don't interrupt. The 215 anomalies that were found in the ground.
No, that's not what it was. This is what it was. It was 215 child remains in a mass unmarked grave. Okay, so don't lie. They did not say 4.5 years ago anomalies. They said 215 child remains were found in a mass unmarked grave in Kamloops. This university continues to perpetuate that lie.
Yeah. What is the lie?
That there were no bodies found. There was no murder. There was no genocide.
No murder and no genocide. Can I ask why do you think there wasn't genocide? Have you talked to anybody? Have you talked to anybody?
Yeah, I have a PhD in the subject, by the way, but don't let that bother you.
What is the subject when it doesn't serve your narrative?
Let's just continue on with the
It's
claim.
talking out of turn. Why don't you take your turn? Talking out of turn when it's not your narrative.
So the evidence. So in terms of the, first of all, do you know that Sarah Bowley on July 15th said it was not 215 anomalies, it was 200 anomalies?
I'm actually kind of stuck on with the genocide thing, and I would like to talk more about that. I think it's a bit redundant. Children died and children were abused. Is it on? Is that not genocide to you? Cultural genocide?
Children are still abused, so I'm not really understanding that.
Children were forcibly taken from their homes.
They were not forcibly taken. Parents signed application forms. The only kids that were taken were kids who didn't have the necessities of life or were orphans.
Yes.
No, that's one. Hi, I'm Catholic, so you can't tell me that I don't understand the impact of residential schools because it was part of the Catholic Church that did it. What are you, does it make you feel better to show up and say that children weren't killed?
Okay, Catholics at these schools, this was a Catholic school, you're right. The Sisters of St. Anne and the Oblate Brothers and priests, and they were people who committed their lives to helping raise Indigenous people, give them English, give them the skills and doing like that.
They're from England because they were criminals.
I went to St. Anne's Academy and they fucking brought us.
Okay, but anyhow, you know what? So once again, before you leave here, walk away from here. Ask yourself, do you have the courage to come up to me right now and say, I have the name of a child who was murdered at a residential school. I have a picture of a body.
Why would
you
we
know?
I'm
No,
because they were born there, so the names were never written down.
This is not the country.
Get off our campus!
Go home!
We don't study this because this is not a product of our university. This is not a product of fact. This is not a product of Indigenous knowledges that we engage with here in our institutions.
Let's assume we're having a debate. You've just made this assertion that there's no proof for our claim that there's no bodies in front. What's your fact?
That they haven't been, like, they're not digging graves. People have watched their siblings, their friends, their family be buried, have been abused, have been killed.
Beautiful. Yes, the right level of this. Yeah.
With the housing corner, you are we're not going to get it. We're not you're after all personal agenda. It is a public institution. And guess what? You're fucking losing the battle. See? You have no business being here. It's a public institution. This is a university. This is a place of higher learning where people care about one another. Okay? It's not about you.
Respect, young man.
Show some respect.
Get the fuck up for a campus. I've been on this. I'm 70 years old. I know a hell of a lot more than you do.
Okay, you're older than me. That's great.
Stand there yelling at someone when you don't know what the hell you talking about?
What do
You don't know what you're talking about. No, you don't.
Stop pushing people for?
That's my son.
Yes, I'll get your sign.
Thank
Just
you,
relax.
thank you.
You do not. You know it. You don't have no clue. I was raised here. You can't
Good for
tell
you.
me that's true.
Did you grow up in the residential
I
school?
grew up. I went to school with natives.
Oh wow, so did I.
And
Everyone here.
they were just in Philly.
Why can't you just listen to what I have to say?
stop yelling.
I'm listening. Go for it.
But they haven't found any evidence of any murdered child in any residential school. That's
Bullshit.
all. But where's the evidence then?
Why do you need what
do you
is
mean,
it?
why do you can't
Why do you need that?
accuse people of murder without having evidence? That's an awful thing to do. What you're
Yeah,
doing
there's an
is
awful thing
you're
they did to
defaming-
the population
you're
of
defaming
Canadians.
these teachers.
Fucking taking kids
But
away from their
where's the
families,
evidence?
putting them in a school is bad enough.
But the schools-
That's fucking enough,
Can
and
I
they need to
respond
be
that?
punished
Can
for
I
that.
respond to that? The school's right.
What? I know your obsession with bodies is fucking beyond me,
That's
man.
my job over.
Good. Fuck you, don't deserve a job.
Yeah, because you got a lot of
The
respect,
fuck?
eh?
You got a lot of respect, huh?
Yeah,
You got a lot of respect.
You want to talk about
You want to
respect?
talk about respect, you fucking white man? You're old fucking white man. That's all you are, bro. This is indigenous land, first and foremost.
Yeah, we can tell you.
I know you have. I can tell by your views, bro. I can tell by your views. Canada is indigenous land. They were still taking the rips from their
No. You know you or me. You could have told me I'm from Rebel News. I wouldn't have spoken. What are your interests?
Oh,
Shut up.